I'm back. Okay, so this is like take 910. Both my kids are home. They're loud today. I can't get them to settle down. I'm really hoping we can get through this one right now real quick. And I don't have to eat them, so. Okay, welcome back. I don't know when I was here last. I think sometime in August, maybe? September? I'm not really sure. I think I have a pretty good, like, handle on what I've showed you, and so we're just gonna get going. Basically, I'm coming to you from a new location, this beautiful blank room, which I'm not going to show you the whole room because there is piles everywhere. Used to be the playroom, and it is no longer the playroom. It is going to be my craft room now. So that's super exciting. I have not fully moved in. I'm not using it as a craft room quite yet. It's just sort of storage for right now. The reason for that is my husband is refinishing an old desk for me that my friend had gotten as a hand-me-down from another lady in our church, and she never used it, or like or they used it for a little bit and then like it didn't fit anymore or something, and so she just was gonna get rid of it, and I was like, I need a desk for my sewing machine. Anyway, so my husband picked it up one day and he's refinishing it, and then it's gonna live in this room with my sewing machine on it. It's got a couple drawers. It's just fantastic. And yeah, I'm gonna eventually get a nice chair, something comfy for me to sit in here and stitch at night. I really hate being downstairs alone at night, but my husband goes to bed really early because of the time that he gets up for work. So right above me is a mount for television. When this was the playroom, my youngest son broke the television, so it needs to be replaced, but eventually there will be a TV in here, and I'll probably have like a Roku on it or a Chromecast, something that I can watch my shows and watch my Flosstube, and yeah, so this is super exciting. I'm excited about it because it's right next to the boys' room, and so it gives me the opportunity to still be really close to them when they're upstairs playing, but have my own space and they have their own space. This is the third bedroom in our house, and it shares a Jack and Jill bathroom with my boys' bedroom. So the nice thing is that because they're going to be so close, they can't destroy my house while I'm right here, right? At least I hope not. So that's big news. The other big news is the other day in a fit of rage, I cut all my hair, not rage, in a fit of I'm too hot, and I can't take this hair on my neck anymore. I went into the bathroom and I chopped it off. I am super happy with it. I know I'm a mess right now. My oldest is home on his fall break still. My hair is dirty. I really need to take a shower. But anybody who has two little boys knows that a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old really cannot be trusted if you're in the shower by yourself. So that'll wait till my husband gets home later. But I really wanted to make this video. I made a deal with Tracy that if she made a video last night, I would make a video today. Not that she would force me into making a video today, but I want to give her my end of the bargain. And Diane convinced me that dirty hair is not a reason to not make a video. So, other life news, there's not much. We're just doing stuff at the house, like I said before, keeping close to home. My husband started a new job, so again, yes, but this one's a great one. So, yeah, and just still getting used to school and stuff. All of our church activities started again, and those keep us super busy. There are some weeks we're at church 3 times a week, and we have a new youth and family minister directors, and so it's just been an adjustment period the last few weeks, and so that's why I don't really have a lot of life updates. Well, this last weekend we were supposed to have a blizzard, so on Sunday we didn't really get a blizzard. We just got like some blustery weather and some very scant snow. But because of it, Saturday, I pulled everything out of my garden. Picked the last of the tomatoes that were, they might turn red. They probably won't, but they might. Jalapenos, basil, dug up all the potatoes. Where I just had my husband like go and manhandle the entire basil plant out of the ground. And it is drying in the garage right now. And I'll pick it off and I'll have dried basil. I already have frozen basil, and I'll have a ton of dried basil. So I will be set for basil until next year. And yeah, that's about it. I have been stitching a lot, which is good. Stitching is one of the ways that I deal with my anxiety, and I have really been like dealing with it lately. So, sorry, I got a text. So yeah, I have been stitching up a storm and trying to get some of the stuff that I've started on a whim and like just finished, and some of the other things that, like, you know, Christmas is coming, and as it turns out, we're not going to be going to Phoenix for Thanksgiving, and I think I said that in the last video, but either way, I will probably decorate for Christmas. It'll be up for Thanksgiving, so I really want to get my Christmas stuff done. At least the stuff that I want done this year. So with that being said, I have 3 finishes since I saw you last, and they are all Christmas finishes. And yeah, so shall we get started? Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you. Whoa. Needle minders in project bags, fighting with needle minders on my projects. Okay. The first one is Pinewood Farm from Little House Needleworks Farmhouse Christmas Series. This is part 6. So I have 5 done, and I'm only going to be doing 8. So 3 more to do. I don't remember which ones, honestly. And I don't know if I showed you. I'm pretty sure I did Horsing Around. I finished that one in, I want to say like August or September. And then I finished this one in October? No, September. I'm not sure. Anyway, so 5 of the 8 that I'm going to do are done. And I know I said I was going to turn these into ornaments, but I actually don't think I'm going to. I have a different idea, and I'm going to play around with it, play around with it in my head for a little bit and see if the idea I have is going to work, or like logistically how I'm going to do it. I think it'll be really cute, but I'm also a little nerve-wracked about it. So I think I started this for my Crazy 7 starts in January, because I really wanted to, and I wanted to have him done for this year, and or maybe I started him last December because he had to be done. It was January. He had to be started by January 18th to do the ear whips, and as it turns out, I'm not really doing ear whips anymore. I'm not. Anyway, so Kringle and Willard. Kringle and Willard. All done. Is that not the cutest little black sheep you've ever seen? His eyes are a little freaky, but oh well. So the only changes I made to this were the snowflakes, and his beard were supposed to be stitched in antique lace by Crescent Classic Colorworks, and it was blending right on into this it's French lace by Witchelt, and it was blending right on in. Excuse me. So that is actually 3865, and it stands out better, a lot better. I don't know, I don't know if I had stuck with the antique lace, if it would have popped, but like as I was doing it, it just didn't feel right. It didn't look right. I kept sending pictures to people and being like, does this look okay? And I'm happy with my decision. What is that called? Edging? His lining on his hat and his jacket, I did stitch in the shabby sheep, which was what was called for, and they kind of blend in like as you get to the end right there. But in real life, like if you look real close, you can see that blunt edge. Like you can see the difference between just the fabric and the stitching. So this turned out really pretty. Other than that, I used all the called for colors. This is 32 count French lace linen by Witchelt. And I am basically going to copy Priscilla's finish on this because I love it. She was the reason I wanted to stitch it in the first place. My next finish, I don't know why. I did partake in a couple sales, and I have some hauls. I thought it was a lot more than this. I was starting to feel like a little self-conscious, but yeah. Anyway, I can't find this. I have no idea where it is. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Anyway, so this is Bringing Home the Tree by Pineberry Lane. And I don't remember if I showed this to you started. But there it is, finished. This is all in Victorian Motto sampler, except for the trunks of the trees and the reindeer. I believe that's all in, I swear I'll quit yawning. That's all in a limited edition Gentle Arts that I had ordered. Not this last needlework market, but the one before. It's 1/1 on 22 count Hardanger that I dyed myself. I stitched a lot of this in hand. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, super cute. And I'm going to finish this very similarly to the way I'm going to finish Pringle and Woolard, because I'm going to display them probably on the shelves in my living room, and I have two sets of two, and I think they would be really cute, like opposite sides of the TV, finished the way that Priscilla finished on the piece of, it's like, I'm sure you guys have seen her finish. It's adorable. It's a what it looks like to me, it's one of those pieces of unfinished wood, all nailed together so that it makes like a square, 12-inch square. And then she has it mounted the way she does, cute on sticky board with like a backing or a bow or like a ruffle around it, and then she used some picks, holiday picks and stuff to make a really cute bow on the side of it. It's super cute. I don't know if she found it stained the way it is or if it was unfinished and she stained it. I don't remember. But that's how I'm going to do it. So those two pieces I thought would be cute. They're not like matchy-matchy, but I don't necessarily like, oh, excuse me, matchy-matchy anyway. My cat's back. Oh, I don't know. I don't think I showed him. Like I said, I tried this like 17 times. So this is Binks. Are you gonna bite me now? Hi. Hi, kitty. You gonna bite me? Please don't bite me. Hi, baby. What you looking at? Sweet kid. He's little. He ended up being way littler than I expected him to be. Smaller is probably the better word, because I don't think littler is a word. but he is definitely my cat. He's always here with me. He sleeps with me. If we're downstairs, just sitting and relaxing as a family, he comes to me. He was supposed to be my kid's cat, and he likes me better. Not for lack of trying on my kid's part. So those were my finishes. The next things I wanted to show you guys were some of the whips I worked on. I did not get a lot of work done on any of them. I did work a little bit more on Garden of Erie. And this again is on a piece of 32 count linen. It's the MCG Textiles linen, so it's kind of crap, but it's whatever, it's fine. It's a Halloween piece, so a little wonky is not bad, right? I was doing pretty good on this, but I stopped because I need more grapevine for, I'm doing this, all the colors I'm just picking myself. And I really like grapevine by Weeks Dye Works, and that is what I'm doing. The trunks of the trees and the lining, that bottom border, the like outside of the bottom border is all in that same color, and then the words are going to be in grapevine, and I just don't have enough. I know I don't. So I'm going to order some more. Oh, excuse me. That blue Ort. Anyway, so I finished Frank, worked over and across and down, did some of that, worked up in this tree a little bit, put in that creepy little dog, Hellhound, and Crow. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop until I order some more grapevine. So that's where that is. That's definitely not a goal to finish for this Halloween because that's just in like 2 weeks. But for next Halloween, I would love to have that one done. Like Nevermore is done for this year. Thank goodness. It's not fully finished yet, but that's on my list for this week. Okay, the next whip that I worked on that you guys have seen before is Lindy Stitch's Birds to the Bows. I still love this piece so much. So my husband and I had our wedding anniversary last week, and I thought, I'm gonna set myself a goal on this piece specifically, and so I put in our initials on our anniversary, the pretty little frame and our initials. I put them in, and then I had to take them out the next day, and then I put them right back in because it was just a spacing issue. So I think this is the best this fabric is turning up. Look how pretty. This is Sage Brush by Under the Sea Fabrics, 32 count Belfast. So I was finishing a book while I was working on this the next day. So I worked down this pink border some more, finished the blue-green frame and the tail. The day of our anniversary, I worked this over and just the top of the frame, put our initials in, but then it just didn't fit right. Ours are big. We have a lot of R's in our initials. So, yeah, and then I finished that butterfly the next day. And then I put it away. My goal, though, is this is on my list for, I want to have it done by our wedding anniversary next year. I'd love to have it done and framed and put on the wall for our wedding anniversary. I think that would be nice. A nice gift for my husband and I. Yeah. These weren't big milestone anniversaries. Excuse me. 13 and 14. 13 this year, 14 next year. But I thought it would still be nice to like have that goal this year, get that done. Okay, next piece I worked on. Okay, these are not in chronological order. These are just in the order that like I've decided to show you. Mirabilia, Madonna of the Garden. I just got the urge to work on her. I think I worked on her last week a little bit and I got a lot done. The last time you saw her, I had worked basically all of this down to about here, and I had some of this green blankety stuff done. Well, I stitched in, sorry, I always have my needle minders like close into the stitching while when I like wrap it up so they don't like fight with each other. So excited. I put in the baby. Oh, so precious. There's no back stitching done, and look at how beautiful this piece. I mean, just breathtaking, right? I love it. And then I also worked a little bit on her veil on the side and added in her hand. So I can't really, there, yeah. Oh my gosh. When I put her away, I mean like when I took her off the Q-snap, mirrors are like big blocks of color, and sometimes I'm really in the mood and sometimes I'm not, and that's why I ended up taking her off the Q-snap. Is like I didn't stitch for a couple days, and it was because she was in the Q-snap, and I just didn't feel like working on, can you not empty my water out? Thank you. I just didn't feel like working on big blocks of color. But she's beautiful, right? I'm super, super excited working on her and seeing her come together a little bit more, come a little bit more alive. She's so beautiful, and I just love her so much. So I did not realize that that's an out of print chart. When I got her, I ordered her off of eBay. But I got her like $10. So I was surprised to find out that it's an out of print chart. So that's sort of a bummer. But I can't imagine, I don't know when I'm going to finish her. I don't have it as a goal. I don't want to push myself and then end up hating the piece. So I just don't know when I'm going to finish it. So to anyone out there who's looking for that chart, I will finish it eventually. Will I sell it? I don't know. That's another thing that I'm not super sure of. I'm really not trying to be like the rudest person ever, but I'm looking for, there. Okay, I had a couple new starts, 4 of them. That makes sense. Okay. Anyway, I had a lot of new starts lately. The first one I'm going to show you is this one, Florida Noche Buena by, come on, Barbie's Pedal Pusher. Okay, I'm very shaky today for some reason, and that's why it's totally not focusing. But this is a beautiful piece by Barbie Team Lee for Pedal Pusher. And the piece itself says, the greatest gift comes from the heart. And it's a little church and poinsettias and the little luminarias. Now, I really want you guys, if you like this piece or you want to know more about it, I really want you to go watch Barbie. Her video, where she talks about it. I think it's not this video, most recent video, but the video before that. When she was talking about that piece, I bought it immediately. I'm a sucker for anything poinsettia related. I love them. I think they're beautiful. But the story she told, how she came about designing this piece, why she did, she convinced me immediately, and I bought it immediately, and I started it, not immediately, but very quickly. it's a beautiful piece, and the story she tells about why she feels connected to the poinsettia, and it's just great. So I would really go and watch her. If you like the chart and you think you might want to buy it, go listen to her and her design story behind it, and you'll be buying it and starting it too. So I did start it. I don't remember why. I'm sure there was some sort of stitch along that I was like, okay, sure. So this is on 32 count Lugana Naiad by Undersea Fabrics. This is what I did my National Parks birthday piece from Frosted Pumpkin. I love this so much. I think I'm going to work on this today. I really, really love it. I think I stitched some of my hair into it. Normal. It's so cute. And it's small. It's not huge. Do I think I'll be able to finish it by Thanksgiving? I mean, by Christmas? No, probably not. But by next year for sure. And that piece I think will definitely get framed and put on the wall. It's so lovely. So that was one start. The next thing I started was for Bendy's turkey cell. I forget who else she's doing that with. But this piece is by I can never remember the name. It's just called Turkey Pattern. Fuzzy Fox Designs. And so there's that little guy. And here's my start on it. I am stitching him in hand. I don't really love to stitch in hand, but I do, especially like on a piece that's teeny tiny like this. I mean, this is going to be the teeniest little turkey guy ever. Yeah. So I'm kind of jealous because when I hear other people say that they wait in the pickup line and they get to stitch while they're in the pickup line, I won't be participating in the pickup line for like another year and a half because I walk up to the door to get my son, and that's just the way they do it. And the pickup line's for older kids and older kids only. Kindergartners get picked up by somebody who is known by the teacher and on an approved list and only released by the teacher. So that's fantastic because, I mean, not that my kid would ever go with anybody else, but it's, you know, I'm going to have a kindergartner next year too, so I won't be in the pickup line for a long time. And that's okay, but I don't get a lot of time to stitch teeny projects in hand like this. So, this is just like an hour, not even, worth of, I want to get this started. The turkey sale started on October 1st, and I didn't start that until, I don't know, last week sometime. So, what did I start next? So every once in a while, somebody will be like, you know, I'm messaging with people, and they'll be like, look what I got. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have it too, let's start it right now. This was one of those pieces. I bought it a long time ago. Last year sometime, 2016, so 2 years ago. Lindy Stitches, Stephanie at Lindy Stitches showed this, and she was like, don't go look at it. Don't go look at it. I did. I did not follow her instructions. I looked at it and I bought it. And then I like directly blamed her for it. But no, I love this piece. There are turkeys. There. Giant flowers, giant pumpkins, turkeys swimming, all of this. It's just too cute. And started it. So this piece of fabric is my very first piece of fabric flare. I got it for like $3.50. I'm doing the DMC on this because I just didn't feel like buying all of those over dyes. I mean, I have some of them, but I would have had to buy a bunch. I just didn't feel like it. So I'm doing the DMC. The flower is a Victorian Motto sampler thread. But yeah, I mean, This piece is actually a lot smaller than it looks. Like, it looks huge, right? But I've already done those two very middle pumpkins, the pink flower, that pumpkin right there, and that pomegranate right there. Is it a pomegranate? It looks like it, but I don't know. Pomegranates usually aren't great in the middle. But anyway, so yeah, am I going to keep working on this? Probably. Oh, we want to talk about this needle minder. This one is for Mad for Minders. The post office sucks. So it was lost for a very long time, but Avika lovingly, kindly, gifted. I'm so crazy out of it today. This one and another one, which is not being used right now, and I forgot to bring it because I suck, but I love these so much. Thank you for sending them to me. Great quality and all of that. I will be ordering some more from her pretty soon. And so yeah, that's that start. So that's start number 4. 4 technically, because this was a start and a finish. And finally, my very last start. I don't know why. Last year, everyone had so much fun with the Stiach along, and this year I was like, you know what, I'm gonna participate.
Mommy, can I put this right here for Grandma to see?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
They're this small.
Huh?
They're this small.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You're the best baby.
Thank you.
Thank you. So everyone had so much fun with this Stiach that I just really had FOMO, but I didn't want to start it after everyone finished it. Like, it was the finished project that all the different iterations of it that I loved so much, and I just thought it was so much fun. But I didn't, like, it was done, and I didn't want to go back through and, like, start it after everyone else was already finished with it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to participate next year for sure. So, Stiach 2018. This is clue number 1. It was released Saturday, October 13th. And I started it and finished it on Saturday, October 13th. So this year there's no like defined color palette. Her video from a couple weeks ago was like, pick 4 colors, any 4 colors you like, 4 colors that go with your house, your favorite 4 colors, whatever you want. Pick 4 colors. It's going to be about 5x7 on 28 count, maybe 32 count, which is 16 count, which is what I'm doing it on. This is the last of my chalkboard from Fabrics by Stephanie that Stitcherista had gifted me a couple years ago. And what was I saying? Oh, anyway, I'm a hoarder, and I've been like saving it because it's special, right? And so this is the last of it. I'm kind of sad, but I mean, I like it. So that looks like a 6 and a 9 and some little motifs. We all know from watching Stiach last year, that's not necessarily what it's going to turn out to be. So we'll see. My 4 colors that I chose, I forgot what they're called, but I mean what they were. But I'll insert a photo here. Those are the ones that I'm using. And I'll insert a photo here. Of the ones that she were just like color palettes that she not suggested, but she was just like, here's some ideas, and so she gave 4 that were her ideas. So we'll see. I don't even remember when the next clue comes out, but that's it. Okay, so I am starting to hurry because my kids are downstairs watching TV by themselves. And that worries me. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show is something I won, and I'm starting this week. Yay! Oh my god, I know, right? So, Randy B, RANDIB 82 on Insta. She posted that she had ended up with 2 of these, and so she was going to give one away. And I won. I was so excited. I'm still so excited. I don't know what it is, right? Turkeys are freaking adorable. Everyone who's doing Mr. and Mrs. Delicious, I love those too. I did Turkey Bay. I started my little Tom Turkey. Like, and I'm starting this week. And look, it has a little pumpkin charm that goes right there. It's called Gobble by Hindsight. So I won that. I'm so excited. Thank you, Randy. I can't wait to do it. Okay. What else before I just get into the quick haul and then go. Okay. This is a piece of haul, but it didn't start out like this. So we all know I got this, and I haven't started it yet. I really wanted a piece of fabric. I thought I was going to do it on Beach Walk to match Madonna of the Garden, but then I don't know. Lady of the Flag and Madonna of the Garden are definitely 2 very separate things, right? Like they don't necessarily match in tone, in quality, in belief system. They're different. They're separate from each other. They're both dear to me and dear to my heart, but I didn't want to just match them just to match them. I want them to be special on their own, because they're both so special to me. So then I was thinking, okay, well, what am I going to stitch her on? I really want to stitch her on something lovely, but I don't know what I want to stitch her on. And I'm really getting into dyeing my own fabrics. I have a lot of fun with it, and not that I don't appreciate the dyers, because I do, and I will definitely continue to purchase from them. In fact, I signed up for Crazy Annie's 2019 Pictureless Plus Neutral Fabric of the Month Club. I have enjoyed watching.
Let's go downstairs.
Okay.
We can turn the fan off.
Okay. That's fine.
We can bring us back.
He's wearing my scarf. Oh, he's so funny.
Okay.
So I happened to be in Denver one day, and I really was like, I want to go to the stitching shop, but it was late in the afternoon, and we just couldn't make it all the way across town. Like, we were in way southern Denver, southeast Denver, and there was just no way I was going to make it northwest to get to a stitching shop before they closed at 5. So I was like, well, what shall I do? My husband said, are there any other needlework stores here? And I was like, I don't think so. But as it turns out, there is one it's a quilting shop for sure, but they do have some cross stitch fabric, some floss, some mill heel beads, some older charts. They did have a basket of mirrors. It's called a Creative Needle. I forget what little suburb it's in. It might be Littleton. But anyway, so I hopped in there real quick, and I got a piece of 32 count Lugana Zweigert. So it's Lugana, right? White, antique white. And I brought it home, and I had it for a couple of weeks. Maybe like a week. I had a really good week. I was just sitting there, and I was like, I really want to start her in October. Okay, I'm gonna go dye it. So this result is, the base is a very diluted tan. They're all RIT liquid dyes. I just dye in warm water. I dissolve the dye in warm water, and then I dilute it so that it's like lukewarm. Closer to room temperature than it is to warm. And so this is very, very diluted tan for the base. I did that first. 2 different baths, 2 different dye baths, because the first one really didn't change it that much. The second one changed it, and I just barely wanted to change from antique white to dark ivory, dirty ivory. So then when I was done with that, I took taupe and pearl gray, and I both liquid it again, and I diluted those in very warm water, very hot water again, and diluted it down to, and I used more dye. There was definitely more dye in those where I was dissolving the dye. And then again added just room temperature water on top of that so that it wasn't scalding. I never wanted a very strong dye. I just wanted a mottled fabric that was darker than white, but not crazy, because I am doing the color conversion from Diana. It is Kismet Stitches. It is her conversion. I will not share it because it is her intellectual property, but if you want it, Diana is a fantastic human, and I'm sure she would share it with you. But again, it's hers, so I'm not inclined to share it. But I don't see why she wouldn't give it to you, but still, it's her, like I said, it's her intellectual property, so if you want it, by all means, Diana's fantastic. Don't be afraid to ask her. But, so I wanted something not too far off this color to stitch her on, but something a little bit more exciting than just that. So this is what I came up with after, so after the initial dye bath, what I did was scrunched it into a very small Tupperware container and spooned onto it the dye in spots, and you'll see. And this is what I got. So, as you can see, whoa, that's probably a little bit more modeled on camera than it is in real life. So this is a half yard. I got a smoking deal on this at the Creative Needle. This is the half I'm stitching my lady on. This will be the top, and she will be centered like right here. So she's gonna cover the more plain parts of the fabric right there, and then the modeling around her. And sorry, I saw something funny right there. Nope, it looks great. So this is the half I'm stitching her on. This is the half, I have no idea what's going on there, but I'm so proud of it. It really turned out lovely. I am very happy with it. I was a little scared going in, dyeing such a big piece of fabric on my own for such an important project, but I love it. I think it turned out beautiful. I'm super excited to start her. I have never participated in the Sunday high tea thing, but she, I think I'm gonna jump on in for this month and start Lady of Flag. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, sorry, I got a message. Okay, so I think I can remember. Okay, so like I said, I bought some charts from Michelle Bendy Stitchy on her Alzheimer's sale. And I loved the way that she handled her sale. The donations went directly, directly to, I'm just trying to pull them all out, directly to Alzheimer's. Like, you made your donation to Alzheimer's, not to Michelle. Like, you didn't, no money went to Michelle except for shipping, which is nice because then nobody pays PayPal fees, and all the money goes directly to Alzheimer's. And Michelle's amazing, and her fundraising this year, I think, earned Alzheimer's almost like $10,000 in donations. That is amazing. And I will participate again next year, and gladly so. I love to see my friends so passionate about stuff, and it's so inspiring, and it makes me want to work harder for the things that I'm passionate about, and continue to support her in the things that she's passionate about. So that being said, these are, I think this is everything I bought. It could possibly not be. I love bags. Okay, so the first thing, I've been wanting this forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. And love it. I'm sorry, I should have said what it was. Little House Needleworks Bessie. Prairie Schooler 1996 Santa. Heart him. Prairie Schooler 1997 Prairie Fairy. She's sort of like a hot mess little cleaning fairy, and that's sort of how I am. I'm a hot mess most of the time. Okay, Give Thanks by Hands On Design. I really want to start this for this year, but I don't think I should. Maybe in January? Oh, loved this. Mildred's Garden House from the Remember Me, a series of 9 family history patterns from Blackbird's design. I want all of them. This is the first one that I've gotten. It's number 6. But I want them all. So this is the house I want to live in when I'm an old lady. It's so cute. I love the little like patches on the roof where like the roof has been patched. It's so cute. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And then my first of these, January, Wordplay from Brenda Gervais. And I'll start that in December. Hopefully to have done in January, and then I'll buy, I'm only going to buy them as like I'm finishing them, because I don't need to hoard so much stuff. I'm trying to like slowly but surely sell some stuff, give some stuff. Yeah, okay. Next things I got were over time period from the Attic Needlework Last Chance group that McKenna has. And one of them has been Valentine Spots by the Trilogy, not Vanilla. This JBW Designs Cherries and Apple Orchard. And Apple Orchard came with the little buttons that are the little flowers on top. So cute. I also got this piece, the Pineberry Lane piece that I finished, that was from here too. With Needle and Thread. Happy Halloween. I love this little cutie girl. Would love to have her finished next year. But I kind of want like a moody fabric. This one was on sale, clearance, I think. I just thought it was cute. Silver Creek Samplers. This is called Riz Inn. Mount Tomb. Riz Inn, I-N-N. I'm not really one for jokes about Jesus, but this is cute. It's not a joke. It's just, it's cute. And I thought, wouldn't that be cute to display over Easter? Easter is a big deal here, so, I mean, like at my house, not like in Colorado or anything. Like I think it's as big a deal in Colorado as it is everywhere else, but I mean just like in this house. I definitely want to have like an Easter tree with the little eggs from Prairie Schooler, the vintage eggs, and other cute little eggs. I have a wreath for the door already. Anyway, This cute sampler from Fingerwork. It's called the Blueberry House Sampler. It says, when the sun meets the moon after the summer solstice has gone, through the buzz of the bees on the waning side of summer, my dreams are filled with the blueberry house and all the joys of the season. Summer 2002, Elizabeth Ann Toledo. So it's not a reproduction, obviously, but I just loved that blue house. When my house needs to be repainted, I will be painting it blue for sure. Now, I don't know if you guys are, if you're not part of the Attic Needlework group, definitely go over there. It's super fun. McKenna does live sales with stuff that is in the shop, regular price. And then she also does posts albums as her and the owner are going through stuff and paring down some of the massive inventory. So some of it is on sale. A lot of this was on, not sale, but a lot of it was clearance because they're getting rid of it. So, this one was too. This is Fancy That Moo. This is the second cow thing I'm showing you. So, it just says cow, moo, farm, dairy, rancher, cattle. I love that cow. I love that cow. I love it. I want to kiss it. And the little red barn that looks like it's on the cow's back. And then this one, I think, is my favorite one that I got from the Attic. This is by Homespun Elegance. It's the Plain and Fancy collection. It's called Recycle by Antiques. Okay. What else? What else? I have to hurry. I love you so much, too. Okay. Part 9 of 9 Par to Snowy series. Ba Ba Black Sheep. That series is done. I have all the charts I'm going to stitch for my thing, and hopefully I will get those done all in, there's 3 more, so I have to get them finished all in November, so number 3, 4. Somehow I'm still missing one of these. Sorry. I swear I found it. Anyway, here's number 4. Number 3 is right there. 1 is right there. 2 is somewhere. I found it the other day and I lost it again. So there is number 4 of the Songbird series. I have them all right here. Haven't started a single one. I'm signed up on Trisha's auto ship on that. So let's see what else to get. I got Bee Steady for like $2. That is not mine. $2. That's still, and I got this on Stash Unload for very cheap, like $3, I think. The Lord's Prayer. I saw Ms. Oh So Crafty stitch that and had to have it. So that is the moral of my story, folks. My kids are starting to go crazy, so I'm going to have to leave you. I hope everyone's doing super well. I hope that as we're coming into the, oh look, there's my Mary Lee. As we're coming into the holiday season, that you guys are finding yourselves making plans that are exciting and not helpful, but soul fulfilling. And I hope that everyone is enjoying and having a fantastic fall. And if you're not, go to a pumpkin patch or play with a kid in the leaves. And yeah, I've been reading lots. I've finished 3 Jocelyn Jackson books in the last couple months. I finished An American Marriage. Fantastic book. And I'm currently reading Girl Wash Your Face and listening to all my podcasts. And now I'm at an hour and my kids are coming upstairs. So everyone have a fantastic rest of your fall and I will see you soon. Bye.